So we're on session 4. The brief recap is El Chirel has fallen. The holy city of El Chirel has been pulled into the first layer of the 9 hells of Beator. You know this because you saw it happen. You saw the companion turn black, you saw the lightning streak from it hitting the ground, and the whole of the city descend into hell. Shortly after this, in a bizarre twist, you were also accused of murdering the guard of Fort Morninglord, which you sort of dismissed and pushed aside as you travelled back to Baldur's Gate. You travelled back to Baldur's Gate with your captain at the time, Captain Zodge, who basically said, keep your heads down, lads, and you've been in the barracks of the Flaming Fist Guild Hall for the best part of a week, learning instruments, learning to become a bit of a band. Nuzzgrond's proficient with drums. Grizz is proficient with his cowbells. So that's something that we'll have to go over with you, Josh, at some point, and because Lewis is the sound effects guy, so he's already attuned in. But you were given a mission at the end of last session. Zodge has told you that all of the refugees from Elturel are now outside the gate of Baldur's Gate. There's tens of thousands of people trying to get in. He mentioned by name the Hell Riders, which was the standing army of Elturel, and he told you to watch out for them. They're to be arrested as soon as you spot any of them. But he also said, because of this onslaught to the gates, all of the Flaming Fist are occupied. And there have been murders happening in the city. And he wants you to investigate. So he's asked you, for the first time in a week, to get out of the barracks and go and do something because he needs you. He's desperate for men. And he wants you to go to the Elfsong Tavern. Talk to one of his contacts there called Terina. He will explain to you. You probably know her by reputation anyway. For those of you that have been in Baldur's Gate for a while, she works for the guild, the sort of underworld in Baldur's Gate. She has a fierce reputation. She has fierce friends, but also she's a perfect person to get information from. So, over to you guys. We'll place it when Zodge calls you over as first thing in the morning. The city is misty. It's a usual Baldurian day. It's dismal. It's dreary. What do you want to do?
We need to
I'm
go.
probably nursing a hangover, to be perfectly honest.
What was it? Was it the Elfsong Tavern?
Yep.
Yeah. Shall we go down, get some hair of the dog for Lewis, and see if we can meet this? It's Terina, I believe.
So Ace is very excited that he gets to see Terina again. He's a bit familiar with her, and he is almost like an eager child. Like, he's been cooped up for too long. He's a bit fed up, so he's so excited to finally be out of the barracks. So he's almost like walking through the busy streets of Baldur's Gate, but just like dipping and weaving through people, like with a big fat walk in his stride.
I've got Saturday Night Fever playing just behind him. So you're all going. What was your character's name, Josh?
Kuraz.
Kuraz. By the way, welcome, Josh. New player.
Thank you very much.
What we'll do, what I've got planned for this session, then, you're all together. You've been with the guys all the way along. You've witnessed all of this. You've had a bit part, sort of, you've been an extra up until this point, but now you've been dragged into it. So you walk through the streets of Baldur's Gate. You know the Elfsong Tavern. It's not somewhere that you frequent regularly, which may become evident in a bit, depending on how the session goes. You know it's in the lower city, and you know it's near to the Basilisk Gate. Even this early in the morning, you can still hear there's a lot more noise than usual, and it's coming from the other side of the gate, which is where a lot of the El Turel refugees are. The Elfsong Tavern itself, as you get close enough through the mist, it's you would think of it as players as a Tudor type house, 2-story, solid build, door right in front of you. To the right of that, there's what looks like a bay window. You would know that to be the smoke room. Just beyond the front doors is the tap room. Stood next to the front doors, there's 2 characters that you know well. One is a half ogre called Schooner. She's a lovely, lovely woman. Don't get on the wrong side of her. You've never actually, as far as I'm aware, got on the wrong side of her, but that could all change. And there's also a suit of animated armour. It's just plate armour, stood upright, and you know it to be animated. It's not until it moves you get sort of a vague hint of black smoke as it sort of turns, and then that just disappears. But that is Clank. The rules in Baldur's Gate in terms of inns is relatively simple. You go in armed and armoured. You don't go anywhere in Baldur's Gate not being armed and armoured. If something happens, then you are allowed to defend yourself, but if any of the staff gets injured, then you're in trouble.
Right.
But pretty much anything goes. The standard game which you would have played is Baldur and Bones, which is a dice game. You roll 3 dice. It's basically blackjack. So if you get 2, checking it's Baldur's Bones. It's closest to 21. So you put an ante in, you roll 3 dice, and then you go around the table to see if you want to roll more dice, and you can increase your ante. Whoever has the highest score, as long as you don't bust past 21, you win the pot. So what we're going to do to start this session, I don't know if this is going to work. This might be a complete disaster. But as you approach, what we're going to do is we're going to flash back to 1 year before. Okay?
Yeah.
So, a year before, about 2 a.m. in the morning, you all happen to be in the Elfsong Tavern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round and ask you to explain to Josh who your character is, what you look like, and a brief reason why you're in the Elfsong Tavern. And then Josh, you'll do it, and then we'll. Happy?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a few nods. Starting with you then, Mark.
I'm a large brown red-eyed orc, Nuzzgrond. By this point, I would have joined. Is it the Flaming Fist, Dave? The local mercenaries that keep the peace. And I would have just finished the day's work and decided to go for a pint. That's what the reason I would have been in there, I reckon. Possibly with
Tom?
one of the other lads.
So Grismore is a 7'8" Minotaur, but he's not quite as broad as you'd expect him to be, and he wears a pair of quite thin glasses. And he'd be sat somewhere in the corner reading a book, looking as if he's waiting to meet somebody. And he's looking got a book in his hand, but looks a bit frustrated. Keeps looking up, looking around, looking. Clearly he's been waiting longer than he expected to be.
Luke. Can't hear you, dude.
So, Mephiston, can you hear me now? Yeah. So if you could picture the perfect male, he is the perfect male. If you've played Warhammer, he's very Fulgrim-esque. He's like Fulgrim. He's like that. He's in the bar mainly because if he's not sat around moping like an emo, he's getting pissed. He opens up when he gets drunk. So probably at this point, at this time of the day, he's probably already had a couple of bottles of whiskey and he's resting in bed, trying to be quiet.
Couple of bottles.
Couple of bottles of whiskey. So, Josh, over to you then, fella. What's Kuraz? What do you look like? What are you doing there?
So, Kuraz is a copper dragonborn. He's quite stocky, about kind of 6 feet tall. no horns or anything, but he's kind of adorned in this like detailed kind of black like metal armor. He looks calm. He doesn't look like he's particularly angry or anything like that. He just looks kind of cool-headed. But he does have these like blazing kind of orange eyes. And he would also be probably just sat keeping to himself in the corner, kind of just nursing a pint.
So the spot on, dude. The tavern is very busy. Even at 2 a.m, things have started to wind down. It's been a busy day in the city, or just on the outskirts of the city. There's been an open air event. It's been a battle of the bands. The Iron Maidens won, although no one knows why. In fact, most people know why. Is because of the band that almost won. Their frontman was the only one that performed. Everyone else, they weren't up to the task. But the rumor is that they kicked the frontman out. And as all of you are sat there in this busy tavern, everything's winding down. The door swings open, and in steps Jake.
So you see, stood at the door, a half elf. Half of his face is covered in like black ash paint, which is like almost like been run from the sweat of his performance. He's got long black hair. He's stood there in what looks like a black linen like shirt, but it's got like flared arms on it, and then like tight leather trousers, and then above his shirt is like some small pieces of like plate armor. He's walking in with his V-shaped loot slung across his back, but then he's got a smashed up loot in his hand, and storm into the bar. He's almost like just pushed the doors open, and then he's heading straight towards the bar.
So as you enter, as Ace enters, you can hear, the rest of you can see and hear, Ace is a little unaware of it. There's a sneer and a chuckle from behind Ace as he walks past the table. And a large half-orc sticks a foot out on purpose as Ace tumbles to the ground. And this half-orc stands up as if he's ready to set about Ace, as he'll sort of say, we don't want none of your type in here, fucking losers. What do you all want to do?
I mean, Ace is gonna look back, almost like enraged at the fact that he's lost his battle of the bands, and he's gonna go face to face with this half orc, point back at him, and say, "The fuck did you just do?"
So what we'll do, Jake, is just roll d20. What's everyone else doing before we commit to anything else?
I'll just be getting ready. I was just seeing trouble starting. I know who the instigator is. Just sort of keeping my eye to it, seeing what goes on.
Okay.
I think I'd kind of look up, slight smile on my face, and just take a swig of my drink and just watch what's about to unfold.
Nice.
Yeah, Mephiston's the same. He kind of looks up, kind of like pulls his hood a bit over and
So same for Gris then.
Yeah,
I'm just going
hiding
to wait and see what's happening. Right. So what we'll do, we'll have a rollies, Jake. It's going to be kind of an initiative rollies. So I'll get you could do it for me then, Mark. It's Mark. You're going to roll for the half orc. Jake, you're going to roll for yourself. And it's going to be, in fact, if Jake, if you roll initiative and Mark just roll a d20 for me, let's see how you both go.
21. We need a Mark standard roll here.
Yeah, come on,
That's
Mark.
what I got. I got a 5.
You got a 5. Are you on the right character, Mark?
Oh shit! I'm looking at Arthur's. No, I'm not. What a twat!
Your camera's gone as well, dude. Are you having technical issues today?
I wasn't. I am slightly worse for wear. I've been doing something all day that seems to have
affected your life.
Affected my abilities to be cognitive.
With
I rolled a 5
21.
anyway. Now
with a 21, you can see a headbutt coming towards you. But you also see behind this half orc, there's a band of what looks like now another band that were in the Battle of the Bands that you'd absolutely destroyed. And then there's another 5 lads looking like they're going to kick off.
How hard are we, Dave? Are we still?
At the minute, you're back to level 1. So I'm not going to do a full combat. This is just a getting to know you type thing.
Yeah.
Just a brief introduction, something a little bit different before we get back into the actual button thrust. So Ace is the first to react. You can see this lad's backed up, but he's going to throw a headbutt in your direction. What do you want to do?
So Ace would want to move out of the way of the headbutt and be prepared to cast one of his favourite spells.
Okay. So, Nosebiter, you were prepared for action. Did you want to do anything at this point?
Oh, God, would I? I am good, but I'm also chaotic, so I would enjoy watching a good scrap. I want to see how the half elf handles himself. So I'm just going to stay there for now.
Right. So what you going to do, Jake?
So Ace would step back out the way of the headbutt, and he is going to ask for a wisdom saving throw from the half orc.
Okay. So is this a Tasha's?
This is going to be Tasha's, yeah.
Yeah. 13.
So he's going to fail, thank fuck for that. So I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. But in Ace's typical fashion, he's going to slide back from this headbutt. He's going to point directly at him, and he's going to let out this almost like really high harmony, almost like Led Zeppelin level scream at him. But as he does it, he's going to drop to his knees and just start headbanging in appreciation for me. Okay. But as I'm kind of holding this really high note, I'm going to be looking at his boys, pointing the finger.
Okay, right. So roll that sounds like intimidation to me as well.
All I've got in my head is Jack Black in Tenacious D.
It's a 23.
23. So you guys, you're all watching this sort of performance right in front of you. You've whether you did attend the Battle of the Bands, you certainly have heard of it, so you know who this guy is. And the way he's playing this V-shaped loot is quite impressive, and the way he's controlling these 6 lads is also similarly impressive. So they're not moving. They've decided to back away. Does anyone want to do anything, or are you just going to wait and see?
I'll hold an action. I'm going to see if he goes for him again. I'll grab him. If he goes for Ace again, I'll grab him. If he gets out of his mosh. Okay. But other than that, I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
The other lads are staying away.
Mephiston's going to get up out of his chair and he's going to walk over to the bar and just put his hand up as if to say, another whiskey.
I'll hold a cantrip just in case as well.
Okay.
And I think I'll probably finish my drink, set it down, and then kind of just stand up and just kind of be ready to if anything's cracking off again, I'm gonna try and break things up.
Okay.
Because it's disturbing my peace.
So what we'll do then, like I say, just an introduction of this. This is how you became a band. So we'll have Lazrith in the bar as well, and they're sort of doing similar things. So eventually the sort of spell breaks. He's going to pass his saving throw at some point, either that or because Ace is worse for wear, and they lunge for him. But as they lunge, Ace suddenly sees 6. What would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including Tom as well. If Sam as well, if he ever turns up, there's 6 lads that have got his back that stop this fight from happening. And I'd like to think of it, if you don't mind me adding a little bit of backstory for Ace. It's like a light bulb goes on, and it's like new band. All I've got to do is condition these motherfuckers, and you spend the rest of the night getting to know each other and changing stories, and Ace eventually decides to join the Flaming Fist with you all.
Yeah, I'm going to bring
okay? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, something a bit different. Just because we've got a new player with an introduction, I thought I'd try something a little bit different. So, flashback over. We go back to where you are. It's dreary, miserable. Clank and Schooner are on the door, and Schooner will approach you, and she'll say, "Oh, all right, lads, it's a bit early. You going in, or what are you doing?"
Well, my friend, a lot of medical research that suggests that imbibing the fluids that cause the hangover the morning after is a very
Get a
good
fucking
cure
move
for-
on, Gris. And she looks at Ace and says, Ace and Nuzzgrond, and she says, "Get him in." Fucking hell.
Ace is going to be like, "Schooner," and he's always like going to like open up to give her a big hug.
Oh no, she's well into it. Well into it. Yeah. No, I haven't seen you for a while. No, it's nice to have you back, lads. No, yeah.
It's me again.
In you go.
They're like, what? Oh. Well, short and sweet as ever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know me. So inside, it's virtually deserted. There's Alan Alith is the barman, stood behind the bar, and he's just tidying up. But this time in the morning, there's no one else about, and he'll look up and he'll say, "Oi, oi, the lads are back. Bit early, innit? What can I do for you?"
My friend here requires some hair of the dog.
Oh, no. One of those nights again, not a problem. They'll line up whatever you want.
Ace would walk up to Grizz and he'd like hold on to a bit of Grizz's hair because I'm like, we're not too short of hair of the Minotaur.
I had that trimmed just yesterday, I'll have you know. Tea, please.
Yeah, well, what should we say? Two copper per drink, whatever you're having.
Yeah.
And he'll say, "So yeah, what brings you around these parts? It's far too early for any decent entertainment. I mean, you're welcome to perform if you want, but
beans and sausages, please."
I mean, Ace would the kind of the prompt of performing. Ace would say, "I've not played to this fewer people for a long time," and he'd almost like do like this, almost like a slight air of arrogance to himself.
Can I make an insight check?
always.
Oh.
First
Okay.
roll. Is this on? Who's this on?
On Ace.
On Ace.
How? Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with D&D Beyond. How?
No problem. Next
Go,
to,
go.
can you see where
Make
you've
it-
got insight?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, from there'll be a plus something on from there. So if you press on that,
Yes.
that should roll some fancy dice.
Yes. Oh yeah. 22.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Have you not played to this few people in the past?
Ace definitely has played to this few people, but just for not for a long time. Like it is deadly serious. Like he's saying, like he's probably not played to this few people in like the last at least 5-6 years. Like when he first started his career, it was definitely small venues, but now he's like,
Yeah, we were
I
always
don't
on
get out of
last.
bed to play
We always-
play anybody.
Sorry, mate. Go on.
No, it's alright. I just normally play to at least 20.
In that case, I'll just nod along.
So a breakfast all round then. Alan will say to you. That'll be another couple of copper. It'll be an hour or so.
Sausages for me.
Beans and sausages, usual Nosebiter, no problem.
Yeah, beans and sausages.
So he'll serve up your drinks. Takes a while for your food to come. There's still not many people about. What do you want to do?
Oh, we've not spoke to Tarina, have we? Is Tarina? I assume is Tarina the? She's not the proprietor, is she?
No, the chap in charge is Alan. You met Schooner on the door, and Clank was the animated armor, but there is no one else around.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who Tarina was. I've just got a note that says Tarina at the Elfsong Tavern.
She does quite frequently come in here. I might just kind of like. So, Alan. I mean, your breakfasts are always fantastic. Your liquor is always not too pissy. But I don't suppose you've seen my good friend Tarina about, have you? You know, the fine-looking lady.
I know Tarina. We all know Tarina. You know, we all know Tarina. She'll be in tonight. She's not. She's made a habit of going upstairs playing dice on the when we clear for after dinner. She's she'll be in later.
Just because word is on the grapevine. What word on the grapevine says that she's privy to a bit of knowledge that we could use.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll be surprised. She keeps her ear to the ground.
I take it the news is it's not like it's not like no one knows. I take it it's, what's happened is sort of commonly known by everyone now. Yeah.
Yeah, both bits of news, because what we'll say is as you were walking towards, you've heard sort of a conversation of Elturel disappearing into hell. You've heard different stories, but it's Elturel has disappeared is the overriding story. But you've also heard stories of murders in Baldursgate by again cultists, but different cultists from different cults. So what did you want to just wait until later? Did you want to go somewhere else, come back? What do you want to do?
I don't need
to be fair, Ace would ask Alan.
No, not Jake. Josh should ask something. Sorry.
Yeah, I would ask if the barkeep knew where we could find her sooner rather than later.
They'll say the short answer is no. She's a very private person. I know she was on a ship not long ago, but I think she she's been in here for almost 2 weeks, so I don't know if she's left the ship. Ship that she was on, it was the Uncivil Serpent. You could go and look in the docks for it, see if it's in, but she will be here sort of 8 o'clock this evening.
Could always go and have a little nosy down at the docks. There's always some fun to be had down there. But Alan, have you heard anything about the murders? You're always someone that's quite well informed.
He'll say, yeah. No, it's terrible. To be honest, it's doing my trade the world of good. I get loads in at night time, and they normally leave in groups and come in groups. So, I'm either busy or not, and most of the time I'm busy because people are wanting to stay together. I've heard different things. I've heard cults of devil worshippers. I've heard cults of the Dead Three, but definitely cults. But as to there doesn't seem to be any pattern. There's lots of speculation, lots of people with conspiracy theories, but nothing I've heard that's concrete, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, Alan, thank you very much for our lovely breakfast. It's always appreciated. Thanks for the drinks, and we'll see you a little bit later on.
Oh, wow! Are you gonna? Any chance you could do a set for us? It's always nice to.
You just see like this big, like almost like grin on Ace's face, like light up, and he'd say, "For you, Alan, always."
Well, drinks, usual arrangement. Drinks free. You keep any tips. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good. And kind of on that note, Ace would kind of walk towards the doors with both his arms up in the air like this, and then he'd kind of just push the doors open in front of him as he walks back out into the street at Baldursgate.
This is such a knob.
Just take it. Take
Imagine
a
a
big
campaign
sigh
with
and
him
then
and
follow
Sarah.
behind.
It'd be amazing.
Right, let's give you a flashy picture of Baldur's Gate. So this would be daytime. Once again, I love this picture. It's a nice picture. So Basilisk Gate's here. The Elfsong Tavern's just behind it, perhaps over there or so. So docks all the way around. It's going to take you. I mean, if you're arranging to get back here for 7-8 o'clock for a performance and to meet or try and get to Arena, it's going to take you most of the day to scout the docks. You do eventually, after a little bit of looking, you do find the uncivil serpent. And when you arrive, the captain makes himself known. This is, if you were to think of someone who looks like a pirate, this fella's pretty much it. He's clean shaven and he hasn't got the triangular hat on, but he's only got one eye. He's scarred to buggery and back. In fact, his name is Deadeye. That's what he's known as. You'd have heard stories about him. Leckard Deadeye Cadaverous. It's a sinister sounding name, that isn't it? And as he spots you looking at the boat and looking around, and he'll hail down to you in his best pirate accent, which the dungeon master's not going to do for you. And he'll say, all right, no, I'll have a go. All right there, lads. What the fuck are you doing around my fucking boat? Shit.
Smelling cheese.
You must be Lazy Eye.
Not fucking Deadeye, mother.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
What do you want?
We're looking for a girl. What? I've forgotten her name as well.
It's Tarina.
I believe her name
Tarine.
is Tarina.
Yeah.
And you see there's a pause. He's quite a distance away, so it's difficult to tell, but you can see sort of an emotion crosses over his face, and he'll say, "No, Tarina here."
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look back to everyone else like I don't really know what to do now.
Can I roll insight on Dave?
Yeah, sure.
Ace would probably turn around and be like, "No, we're not looking for Tarina's ear. We're looking for Tarina."
So he'll say to you, funny man. Yeah, it's always nice to have a funny man. Tell me, who is this Tarina? What's she to you?
An acquaintance?
Right. Yeah, because he is quite far away. So obviously, with the 7 Tom, you're aware he's human. Yeah. He'll say, well, I don't know, Tarina. If I come across her, what shall I pass her on a message?
Shall we ask him to tell meet us in the Elfsong? I reckon.
I think that's quite a good idea, my friend.
Right. So yeah, well, if you do see it, can you ask her to come the Elfsong with? She's got information that we might have. Oh my god, I can't even speak. We might find useful.
Right. We'll do. And his demeanour changes now, and he actually starting to sound a little bit more polite. He'll say, "Will do. Yeah. All right. Be about your business then. See you later." And he starts barking at deckhands as he turns around and ignores you. So, like I say, if we sort of stretch the narrative a little bit, it's going to take a good few hours to find the ship, to have a look around the docks, to get back, so we can push this easily to sort of tea time without too much expanding. It's only a couple of hours now before you're going to be back at the Elfsong Tavern, unless you wanted to go anywhere, do anything else.
Actually, I'm going to go and get myself a tingy-my-whatsit while I'm before anything
Righto.
kicks off.
Okay, so Josh, are you aware of the Mark game?
I have been clued in.
Okay, so so you know the deal. He's going to say he's going to do something to something, and if you get it right, you get a free magic item. So give me a word that you think he's going to say. I'll write it down. If you get it right, you get a magic item.
Just any word.
If you think like Neil from the Young Ones.
Yeah.
So
I'll say. Go on.
No, you go first. If you've got a word, go for it. But
Barracuda.
Okay, nice.
it's a good one.
Mm.
Come on, Tom.
Sasquatch.
Squatch. Jake.
Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus.
Mhm.
Luke.
Flagpole.
Flagpole.
Actually,
Sound.
I can imagine him saying like flagellate a flagpole. I can imagine him saying something like that. Actually,
It's when one of you gives an option, I can imagine him saying all of it. I mean, tonight he might flagpole a Brontosaurus with a Bicuda and squash it. Yeah, but who knows? I need to work out how to spell Sasquatch, because you've had that as an option a few times, Tom. Right. Yeah. Or someone's had Sasquatch before, because I can remember thinking, bollocks, how do you spell that?
I don't
Right,
know.
so is there anything you wanted to do, anything else we needed to do to... Or just move forward? Oh, that's a point, Josh. I'm going to give you a free feat, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah, everyone else had, because I think when they do the 2024, they're going to start first level characters off with free feats. So you can either have skilled or tough as a free feat.
Okay, sweet. Perfect. I will have a look.
Yeah.
So I've never actually played with feats before, to be fair.
Okay. So we've had our suggestions for the Mark game, Mark. So probably boots next time.
Oh, what's the merge? Is it the Flaming Fist that we're in? Is that the name of the group? I'm gonna put it in under organisations. And what rank are we? Privates?
Yeah, you are. I think you just your rank is fist.
Right.
So if you beat someone up, does that mean you've given them a...
Yeah, fisting. Yeah. I've never enjoyed the thought of that myself.
Oh, thank God you included the word thought into that sentence.
The captain that we keep running into is ranked fisty bum wank.
Horrific.
Yeah.
And with that level of toxic masculinity he showed Ace last week, I think that's what I wanted to do to Ace as well.
Well, he's got eyes, mate. I mean, what can you say?
What?
He keeps winking at Mephiston, the perfect male specimen. So, are we happy to go to the night of the night in the Elfsong Tavern? Okay. So the Elfsong Tavern, you would know that it's called the Elfsong Tavern because every now and again the voice of an elf female sings in the tavern. It's this sort of spectral love story as she sings. And as you arrive, she's sort of halfway through a ballad, and you can see everyone. It's not loud, and it's 8 o'clock now in a busy tap room in a busy city. But everyone's sort of being quite respectful of it and just listening as this ballad plays out. Can anyone speak Elvish?
No.
Yeah, Ace
No.
can.
Yeah. So yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's half elf into.
So it's it's a tale of her lost love that was lost at sea. It's very dramatic. It's beautiful, melodic, and all the rest of it. As soon as it finishes, there's sort of a big intake of breath, a universal intake of breath as the rest of the night continues, and it just goes back to normal. So Schooner's there. She waves you through. Alan's busy and around. All of the tables are full now. It's very busy, and you can see just to one side he's set you up like sort of a bit of stage type thing. He gives you the thumbs up and says, he's busy. He's walking around. He says, "Whenever you want, lads, help yourself." Tarina's upstairs. She's already here. She is playing Baldur's Bones, but I'll leave you to it. You know the deal. What do you want to do?
Ace would turn around and look at the boys, and he'd point at them like this, and he'd be like, "Maybe we can get her to come to us." As he like swings his loot round to the front, and he just gives it a little like, just make sure it's in tune.
Okay.
Oh.
Give
Give me a drum, Dave. I've noticed.
I have, yeah. So, are you going to have a full performance to see how you get on?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay.
I'm going to throw some inspiration at the boys.
Yeah. So far, here's a question for you then, Josh. We've got Ace is he's the front man. You're getting the impression. Lead guitarist and vocals. Nuzzgrond's on drums. You've got Grismore on the cowbell. Mephiston does the sort of special effects. Lazrith, Lars, who plays with us, he's doing the bass lute. I've given him a bass lute to play.
Hell yeah!
So there's rhythm guitar available. There's more percussion. There's what is your thoughts on Curaz's instrument of choice?
I think I could probably go. I'd probably be somewhere of the percussion kind of ilk, like that neck of the woods.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be dexterous enough in the hands to go for like a string instrument, but definitely can do some banging.
Okay.
Triangle.
That's what he says to all the ladies.
So what we need an instrument of choice. I mean, you could be. I believe Slipknot have like 8 drummers. Do they not?
Yeah, it's got like the big barrels.
So I mean, what we could certainly have another drummer, because bear in mind I can't really do double kick or anything on one hand drum. So it'd be nice to have an accompaniment so we can get a double rhythm going.
Okay, that's certainly an option then.
Or even just like just a cymbal. That's it.
Cymbal.
Just one cymbal and a hammer. That's all I need.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have him down as percussion, just percussion for now.
Yeah.
But what I've done with everyone else is you're going to be proficient at percussion. So, do you have a charisma modifier?
I do. I believe it's 0.
Oh, okay, righto. So it won't make that much of a difference for
0.
you. Yeah. So adding, so you wouldn't be adding your proficiency bonus to it anyway. So let's have a performance roll. And Lou, are you sticking to rolling Arcana for your?
Yeah, because I'm all the pyrotechnics and stuff on, so it makes sense for me to.
Okay, so it's a group roll to see how this particular performance goes.
I'm going to throw 3 lots of inspiration, so you can add a D6.
Oh,
The-
I'll take that.
Drage, Ghostly. If you all fucking let me down.
Yes, so that takes me to a 17.
I've got a -1 charisma. mate.
15 with inspiration.
Nice. Sam. Tom. Oh, for fuck's sake. Tom.
Don't worry, mate. It's fine. I know it's
Have you, at the bottom of your skills,
yeah.
I've done you a custom one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So roll that instead because you're now proficient in the cowbell.
Can I keep the 6 I had from his
Yeah.
inspiration as well? Oh, that's funny too. Oh, I'm killing it on these cowbells.
Nice.
Hang up his horn.
Okay, so here's a question for you then, Luke. How drunk is, because it's 8 o'clock now, is Mephiston drunk already?
No, I wouldn't say so, but he's definitely worse for wear from yesterday still. So he's probably just feeling the effects, and he probably needs another drink just to kind of get him back into the game.
So the first performance goes quite well. The crowd gets into it, but you're slightly let down by the fact that the front row of the audience, instead of a spark of showers as Mephiston throws up the glass and tries to explode it, they're covered in flames. Not to the point. It's a pub in Baldur's Gate. Shit happens. So they're not overly damaged by it, but it sort of ruins the performance a little bit. That's a shame. But
See, when that happens, it gets Ace going a little bit. He's like, "This is super fucking metal. There's people on fire at my concert." Just going to be like, grab spinning his head as he's like shredding his solo on the loop.
Nice. But, however, no one comes from downstairs. It's just you guys performing. What I will do is I'll give you. We'll say. Who rolled highest? So it would have been.
Tom, I think
it was you,
22.
Tom, wasn't it? Roll 2d6 and you can have that amount of tips in gold.
9.
9 gold. We'll pay for an evening for you, won't it?
Yeah, better than a kick in the nudges.
So you can play. What we'll do is that performance roll will roll over. So this is your performance roll for the night. No one seems to be coming downstairs, or if they do, it's certainly not a woman. Perhaps a dude will stumble downstairs for another drink and then go back upstairs. You as you're sort of pausing in between performances as well, there are rumours travelling around. You can still hear the rumours that you've already heard, but you also start to hear of rumours of a sacrifice happening on the hill of Fort Morning Lord. Some kind of, they're not sure who did it. There's rumours that the Hell Riders or someone from Elturel performed a human blood sacrifice. And this is ringing true for you guys. This sounds like the murder that you were accused of. And somehow that story has been entwined with Elturel being pulled into the Avernus. But still, no female from upstairs.
Is she there? Do we know she's even up there?
Yes, Alan's told you she is up there.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine we've probably got maybe 3/4 of the way through our evening performance. I think Ace will be working his way around the different band members, kind of giving them all pointers. Even though Tom Grizz rolled amazing on his performance check, Ace is going to be like, you should be potentially doing this a bit more with your cowbells, like really get into the beat of it. And then kind of going around and being like, with the drumming and even though Mephiston showered everyone with fire, like Ace would walk up to him and be like, "It's fucking hardcore that." And but I think I've not seen our friend come downstairs yet, so maybe we just have a short interlude and we head upstairs.
Yeah.
And he's gonna, but Ace would signal at Alan and be like, 5 drinks, please, or like drinks for everybody, like type thing. And he'd definitely look at Tinker and be like, does he? I'll have this.
I believe that he majority consumes oil as sustenance for a liquid, so maybe a glass of oil.
Mephiston will go, fuck it, barkeep, just make it 12.
Yeah, you've been provided with drinks and nuts. Like a nut.
Wicked.
These
All
not.
night.
This isn't what I was expecting for this performance.
Get 'em out.
So actually getting paid in peanuts, which is fair enough.
Well, I mean, if your special effects man's rolling 5. So are you all gonna head upstairs? What's
Yeah.
just scope it out?
I would be curious as to these rumors that I'm hearing about the sacrifice up on the hill. So I'd be kind of like, as I'm here, am I just kind of like hear people talk about it as we're kind of doing our performance?
Yeah. So
I guess sorry, go on.
Sorry.
I guess as I hear it, I'd be kind of like trying to look for who's talking about it and trying to kind of like get, figure out who it might be, what they know.
So it's a conversation that you hear when you're at the bar. You're having an interlude. So you're in between a song, and there are two. It's a group of 3 people. So there's a human, a halfling, 2 humans and a halfling just sat around. So the human is you can tell by his dress and the sort of tar stains on his clothes that he'd be a shipwright of some description. The out of the 3 of them, it's the halfling that stands out, scar running from one side of the face to the other, and she's sort of flipping a coin, properly dexterous. Just a leer about her. This what this halfling looks nasty, and the last human is sort of sat listening, writing. But the story that you overhear it's the first human telling the halfling as this fella starts writing down that, as I say, these sacrifices happened. The rumor is they don't know who did the ritual sacrifice. The rumor is that paladins were sacrificed to the devils, and El Chirel was swallowed whole. And there's lots of sort of leering, and everyone's agreeing, and you can see this is a rumor that starts to spread. Did you want to do anything?
I think I'd kind of approach them. Is there a spare chair at the table?
Sure, yeah.
I think I'd just kind of like pull the chair back and sit down and, kind of like bid them a good evening and just say, what's this talk of sacrifices and devils? And I'd kind of like, again, like almost like this calm tone, but like you can see kind of in my eyes that like he's not happy about hearing this.
Okay, righto. Did you at this point want to make a roll for this? Then I'm thinking sort of in like an intimidation roll, or do you just want to progress for a little while?
I think for now I wouldn't be trying to intimidate necessarily.
Okay.
I think kind of that look in his eye is almost like unintentional. It's just
Gotcha.
like bubbling up.
Gotcha. So it's the halfling will take it up now. So it's a surprisingly squeaky voice for a nasty looking creature, and I'm not going to do a squeaky voice, and she'll say, yeah, the rumors are true. The rumors are true. I know my third cousin on my sister's brother-in-law's side told me that she saw a bunch of Hell Riders slaughter all of these paladins, and the paladins were trying to protect their family. So it must be true.
I think I'm going to stay quiet, but kind of fixed eye contact, just to kind of almost to try and kind of like stir up a little bit of that uncomfortable energy from the halfling, to see if if what they're saying is true.
Okay. Right. That's...
Yep.
So this uncomfortable energy seems to be working, and she's doing this thing where she's sort of looking at you, and then she's looking at her mates, and then she's looking back at you as if, "Oh, I've got my mates with me," and then the silence goes on a little bit too long for her, and she'll say, "Well, at least that's what they told me." Sorry.
Who told you?
My sister's brother-in-law's cousin on my mother's side. It's just a rumor I heard. I don't mean nothing by it.
And I'll kind of like take a look over my shoulder, and there's other people in the room that are kind of like nodding along to this as well.
There can be. If you wanted to make a bit of a scene of this, then yeah, you can definitely spread this around.
I think I'd be kind of open to I'd be keen to kind of open this up to the room and sit and see like what's really going on. I'm not really bothered about what people kind of think of me.
Okay.
But I more kind of want to get to the bottom of it.
Okay. So let's have a think then. So the people that you're with are looking intimidated by the fact that you're just so calm about it. But the story does seem to have taken hold, that a ritual sacrifice has happened. And you're pretty sure, with your particular background, because you know Baldur's Gate, you know the Flaming Fist, that this is going to catch on like wildfire. This is a story that is going to do the rounds. How long it stays, you're not sure. So regardless of what you do here, right now, masses have got hold of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, in that case, then I think I'll kind of just like, just hand on the table, stand up and just say, very well, I'll ask no more questions, and then just kind of regroup with the others, but kind of, making a note.
So make a perception check.
Okay.
Perception check for the cleric. This should be pretty good.
Woohoo! Perception.
18.
18.
Sound. So you can hear behind you, and it's the halfling saying, "He was a bit scary, wasn't he? Fucking hell." And there's sort of nervous laughter around the table. So, oh yeah. And then, I think he's heard us. Shut up. And they go back to their drinks.
As I hear that, I think I'd stop walking, just pause, and then like kind of as I then like, oh, I think he's heard us. I'd then like carry on just like walking away, like, yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you catch up with the rest of the party. You all go up. The stairs go round in a right angle up to the first floor. The first floor, when you rise onto it, it's open plan. There's doors all the way around, which you would know are rooms. And in the centre of this open plan room, there's two long tables. One the other side to the west, and the nearest one to you. And there's two games of Baldur's Bones going on. The table nearest to you, facing you, you can see as soon as you come upstairs. I'm not going to ask for a perception check, but you see a human female, short hair. You know her to be Tarina, and soon as you see her, she sort of nods in acknowledgement, and you know that she's. As soon as someone walks up those stairs, she knows who's coming in. She knows who's coming and going. She knows who's behind her, and she knows how to get out if she needs to. She's pretty canny, this woman is. But she's halfway through a round of Baldur's Bone as you get upstairs. What do you want to do?
So Grizz is going to lean over to Nuzzgrond. He's going to say, "That was really awkward. Very anticipating down. Not that quietly either. It's quite loud. But he's trying to be quiet.
I think Ace would walk to the opposite side of the table where he can see her, and hope that she'd make eye contact with Ace, and he'd wink at her and use his last bardic inspiration on her.
So you're gonna use bardic inspiration to help her play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. I just need to.
You dirty dog.
So we'll probably I tell you what? Well, I'm going to backtrack slightly. Instead of it being halfway through a game of Baldur's Bones, a game is about to start, which could possibly give you an in if you wanted to play that. That sounds more fun, doesn't it?
I'm in for that.
Yeah. So there's space around the table. I've changed the narrative ever so slightly, Jake. Instead of it being halfway through a game, the game is about to start. So you can take a seat if you'd rather do that instead.
What to play?
Just giving its inspiration away.
No. You can have that back.
Mephiston.
I don't know how you'd figure inspiration into it, because you'd roll an extra d6 for your inspiration, but you roll it's a.
Oh, I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, it's true actually.
I didn't know whether it would work because I didn't know whether there was kind of any additional. I know you roll just dice, but whether there's any check involved in playing it, whether there's. I guess it's just a game on luck, isn't it?
It is, but because you're going to put an ability into it, which is not you know, it's a special feature. So whoever has the inspiration rolls 2d6, and you get to choose 1 to 6 for the last dice. How does that sound?
Yeah.
So Tarina's there. She'll nod to you. So, what kind of accent shall we give Tarina? We'll make her a little bit of a Cockney, shall we? She's obviously a little bit higher than that. So, let's have a seat. Come on, let's roll some dice. And she's sort of conversing with you as you go. So, 5 of you, Tarina, plus 2 other lads. Oh, I best open up some things. So she'll say, right, answer for this first round, and she's looking round at you guys. And she knows you're Flaming Fist. She knows that you're not that affluent. And she's looking for you to say what the ante. What's your ante, chaps?
It's the female counterpart of my uncle.
That was actually quite funny, Mark. Well done. I'd be tempted to give you inspiration, but you're about to play a dice game, so you're not having. Come on, then. Who's feeling flush?
Let me have a nosy at Ace's character sheet, see how much gold he's got.
I don't know. That's a very good question. So we'll find out.
Ace. Well, I'll put 5 gold pieces on the table.
I'm not a gambling man.
Grizz is going to see that and be like, I think I'll sit this one out, thank you. And we'll separate. It's a bit rich for his blood.
Okay. So what, 5's down?
5 down on the table.
Who's in?
I think I would also be stepping away. It's been a hard month.
Nosgrond?
I'm not getting involved. Not with gambling.
All right. Okay. So she's she's talking to you as we're setting this up. Then, so we'll roll some dice in a minute. But she's sort of saying, I've not seen you for a while. I heard you downstairs. I was just sounded like a you sounded like you sounded better.
He's Nuzzy and my good Dragonborn friend, and he'd be like, what can I say? We're just ironing out some of the creases.
she'll say, yeah. Still having lessons, are you then, Ace?
I am the teacher.
Right. Well, at least the rest of you know where you're all going wrong, if you know what I mean. Make a perception check, Jake. In fact, you can all make a perception check.
Only an 8.
Yeah, she's got you rattled.
Oh, I'm rolling dog shit. Oh.
You are. Okay. All right.
Ace would probably turn to the lads and he'd be like, you know what the paraphrase is, treat them mean to keep them keen, eh?
Yeah.
Grizz is going to lean over again to Nuzzgrond and say, does Ace have a thing for, I've got the name already. God damn it. Tarina, and it's going to be again that kind of quiet but not quiet tone of voice.
I'm going to say in a stage whisper, won't be. Yeah. I think
I think I'd kind of turn to Ace and just say, put a hand on his shoulder and say, I think the only one who's keen here is you, my friend. Just like dead straight face.
Ace would kind of like look down at himself and he'd look back at him, and it almost like that sense of like, she's got to want a piece of this.
I just look kind of over in her direction and see what she's doing or how she's looking.
With a perception of 14, you don't necessarily notice anything untoward, but with the look on her face right now, with the interaction that you guys have just had, you get the suspicion that you've just played into her hands. Dice then, gentlemen, and she rolls first. And with 3 dice, she rolls 13 for her initial roll. So for those that are playing, roll 3d6. So 17 for Ace. Did you get 9? Yeah. Oh. So Lou got 9. So it comes to, if I'm reading the rules right for this game, you then can either stick or twist.
I take it on the twist, you just roll another d6.
Yeah, surely they'd be adding more gold to this, or no. We'll stick it on that. So it's stick or twist. Yeah, it's a short game, I think. So, Tarina's gonna twist.
Yeah.
What's Ace doing?
Can he twist? But can he twist with his own inspiration?
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're gonna use that inspiration, I did say to you that you'd be able to roll it. Oh, this is an extra dice, though, mate. No, I'm gonna say no and keep your inspiration. Because the only reason I'm saying, I know that sounds harsh, but I'm going to try and justify that because I did say that if you were using inspiration, you could roll 2 dice and then add the third.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is now the round after.
No, that's fine. Stick or twist. Technically, because it's to 21, isn't it? And if I go over 21, it's a bust.
Yeah.
Ace is feeling lucky. He's gonna twist.
Of course you are. So Mephiston's in. Everyone's still in. So there's just 3 of you left. And there's 25 gold in the kit. We'll say that in the kitty, everyone else backs out. Tarina rolls 6, takes her to 19. 1d6 from you two, gentlemen.
Fucking have that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I've got.
Right, so you can see that she's pissed off with this. You fucking lucky cunt. As you sort of grab this 25 gold pot, but she will sort of carry on the conversation. A few other people join, a few other people leave as the conversation flows, and she'll be saying, "Right, what are you doing here? Why aren't you downstairs playing?"
Well, my lucky lady, and he's almost going to be saying that with a big smug grin on his face in the respect that he is the fully lucky one in this. Funnily enough, I've come to see you. I hear you've got some ears on the ground, and you may have some information that could be good for us.
That's a lot of dice, Mark. She'll say,
What did me what 50d4 looked like on my screen? Sorry.
"Is there much of the screen left?" Out of interest.
No, it's mainly d4s.
She'll say,
I'm surprised it hasn't crashed D&D Beyond.
he'll disappear in a minute and not come back for half an hour. She'll say, "Well, if information costs, depending on the information." But she'll say, "No, it's not the time for business. We've got some more dice to play." She'll set up another round.
And Ace will stand up from the table, and he goes, "Sometimes I like to quit while I'm ahead."
So it's at this time you hear a bang downstairs as the door swings open and crashes. From downstairs, you can hear a voice that you've already spoken to today, and it's Deadeye. And he's I gave him a pirate voice, didn't I, or an attempted pirate voice? And you can hear him say, "This door." You hear this bang. Everything goes quiet, and you hear this, "Tarina, Tarina, Tarina. Who'd have thought I'd find you here, you scally bitch?"
Oh. I was impressed with that.
And Tarina looks round at you now and says, "How does this know that I'm here?"
Ace is going to look around at all the boys and almost like swivel around on the bar, like on the bench. Look at all the boys and be like, "Oh, it's probably our time to dash."
And I'll just kind of be stood there, and as I clock Deadeye entering the room, I'll just be like, "Lazy eye."
So I've got okay. So what's going to happen then is as he walks upstairs and you hit him with this lazy eye, you see that he's got 8 other lads behind him, and he sort of does the classic baddie thing. He'll sort of motion to the left and motion to the right as they start to spread around. And Tarina, she's grabbing her belongings and she'll say, Lazy Eye, as we're now calling him, will say first, "Tarina, Tarina, where's my fucking gold?" And she'll say to you, "You get me out of here alive, I'll tell you what you need to know." And she spits on a palm and holds it out to. She'll hold it out to Kuraz, as you seem to be the stoutest so far.
I'll kind of like hold my hand up and just look at it, not really wanting to shake her spitty hand, but then I'll just kind of like, and then shake her hand anyway.
Okay. Right. So you can see now. I'm going to give you the map just in case things.
I feel to run in and hit them really hard till they fall over.
Well, there you go then. That's a whole different proposition. Let's take you. Right, you won't have anything just yet. Bear with me while I set it up. It's visible. Hopefully, second should start.
It's time for a throwdown.
I really want to like launch a bottle of whiskey. Power attack fashion.
Sorry, Lou, I can't hear you, mate.
Oh, can't you? Hear me now?
That's better.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is this. I'm talking.
That's all it takes.
So it takes.
I was just going to say, I'd have liked to have thrown some form of bottle at them, like a bit of a pyrotechnic before anything happened.
Okay,
Just
right.
to try and
Um,
half out.
right, bear with me. Who am I missing? So what we'll do, I'm going to take Snap to Grid off you.
Oh,
So
that's
you
the only
should
reason I
now get.
play.
Oh, is it Mark? I'm so sorry. So this is Deadeye, or yeah. As the other lads are sort of spread around. Right. A brief introduction to map tools for you then, Josh. If you want to do an arrow, have you got the battle map? Is it up?
It's
it's
just
still loading.
loading.
Right. Hold up. Let me try that
Oh,
again.
while we're waiting, Lewis, while they were gambling, I've posted a Wookiee character template on the general chat for you.
Nice. Thank you.
Right, Josh, the other game that we play on map tools is how many penises can you draw on the map before Dave notices?
At least 7.
I've now
Same
got
with,
a
Roll20.
hotkey. I've now got a hotkey to delete all
Delete the penis button.
delete all penises. Mind you, if I deleted all penises, that's five images from my studio. You got the joke before I had to say it. Right, so have you got the map? Was it up?
I have, yeah. I've just loaded it.
Yeah, have map
Okay,
now.
so if you press spacebar, it should say you're Ghostly, and then you can point shit. There you go. You should already have control of Curats. So I'll tell you what I'll do just before. Oh yeah, go ahead. So with him, if you move him and then press space, you can sort of move him around corners. Type thing. So move.
So move him and then press space.
Yeah.
Or is that like as in I can move diagonally?
Yeah. So if you keep your left click down and then press space, it puts like a center point.
Oh yeah, I see the red dot. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, got me.
Great.
Right now, just before Jake, if I put you snap to grid, this is what we normally do when it's a bigger dungeon. So this is now snap to grid. So you can, if you move yourself now, it's what you'd probably be used to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same proposition.
Perfect.
So I'm going to take, because there's not much room here. I'll take you off snap to grid. Are you all happy with where you're positioned?
I'm just going to move a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will probably sit next to each other. If I'm kind of whispering into you,
that's
probably
true.
like next to each other like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you say, Lou, you were going to launch a bottle at him as soon as he started talking, type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're basically going to hostilities. So regardless of what Tarina wanted, you were going to kick the shit out of.
Yeah.
Right. So now what we'll do then is we'll roll initiative. How we do this, Josh, is we roll initiative on map tool.
Okay.
Right. On map tool, have you got any windows open? You know, if you go to the window tab at the top.
Yes.
What have you got ticked?
Campaign, chat, and Draw Explorer.
Right. So you can close campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And if you open up initiative and is it selected you guys use for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So the only two you need open, and they're windows within windows, so you can drag those around wherever you want.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With your token selected, on the selected window, there should be a roll initiative.
Yeah, I see it. So I'll just
You got it,
hit that.
dudes. Perfect.
4. Terrible
Yep.
roll. But...
Yeah, could have been better. So what we're going to do, everyone else that's gambling as this happens, as the fight breaks out, there as a man going to stand up and back out towards the edge of the room. Just going to roll these individually. This is going to take it forever, but. And Tarina, so you've seen Tarina, that's Tarina's token there. Okay. Well, in some kind of alternate universe that we find ourselves in, Nuzzgrond is the first to react.
That's the first time I've ever been first in any game ever.
Never happened.
He's cheating. He's showing our life hacks. He's exactly indeed young lads.
So we'll throw down then, just because if you hadn't have kicked off, what I would have done is all of his lads would have spread out to surround you. But as you've already decided to kick off, we'll just leave them here. And as Deadeye wanders up,
mate, we've got a reputation to uphold. We can't just be pushed around by choppers in the pub.
Right? Indeed, Nosebiter. What do you
I'll
want to do?
wait till later.
I would like to rage. Yeah, you the ones who've played before, you'll see a strange glint come in his eye, and a smirk breaks out across his face. He just runs at the first thing that looks like it could be a baddie.
Okay. So bonus action is rage. Move where you want, Mark.
Right. Where's the? Oh, there he is. I can see. Can I get to the pirate bell end?
To get there, you're going to go past.
Oh God, hell yeah! Right, okay. Can I dive over the table?
You can attempt to. I would probably ask for. I'm happy with an athletics for that, Mark. If you roll above, we'll just say 10. Yeah, that's fine, mate. You can go right in front of him if you want.
What he's going to do is he's going to use the butt of his glaive and sort of pole vault over the table.
Nice.
Looking mighty cool while he does it.
Yeah.
To get to Jeff, and I'm going to punch him. Well, I'm not going to punch him. I've got a big pole arm. I'm just going to swing it at his face.
Sure. Roll to hit. You're faced away from him. I'm going to turn you around. So just affect him.
Here we go. This is where my rolls go pants.
14 isn't enough. He
smells shit.
He's very fast as he dodges to the side of your attack. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Takes us to this pirate in the corner who's going to see.
I know what I forgot to do. I'll do it next turn.
Yeah. Okay, Mark.
Yeah, I know what I forgot to do, but I'll do it next time.
Okay. So, Deadeye now. That's fan art, by the way, for Deadeye. I thought that was a really nice.
It's
whoever's
cool.
done that.
Yeah, it's a really nice poster.
Wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to say, he's sort of calling the shots. He'll say, "You get him. You go. Kill that bitch. Make sure she doesn't get out alive." And then this hulk of an orc lands on top of him, and he's, "What? Kill this big fucker!" As this pirate comes into you, Mark. And he rolls a 10 to hit, so that misses.
Yeah, he does.
However, it is Deadeye's turn. Okay, so he pulls his scimitar. He's got a dagger in his offhand, and he's going to make multiple attacks at Nuzzgrond. First attack, 13.
Nope.
Second attack, 22.
Nope. That's a lie.
Thank you. That's 2 attacks with a scimitar. That one is 6 points of slashing damage.
So that's 3, reduced to 3.
Yep. The dagger is a crit.
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Go on then. Roll your 2d4, 2d6, whatever.
Which is 8
So
points
that's
of
a 4.
damage. But you can see as he's sort of he's used to this now. You can see as an experienced warrior, he's used to putting people on the ground with a flurry of blows that he's just thrown at you. So he's sort of standoffish, and he'll sort of say, "Forget that, bitch. Bring this cunt down first."
Yeah. As he hits me, I'm just going to smile more, so I look properly maniacal.
Fair enough. Have you noticed he's become slightly southern as well? I don't know how that happened, but it did.
I wonder.
Well, Cockneys are by definition the least trustworthy people in the world, but they are becoming extinct. That's the good. That's the good news.
Well, this is. Shall we put Mark in charge of human relations? So, Mephiston, as you go to throw your whiskey glass, this pirate at the bottom steps round you, and he swings a scimitar at you for rolls a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, that takes us to Ace.
So Ace would have kind of like in between this would have stood on the table as this is all kicking off. He's going to turn around to Tarina and he's going to reach his hand up to kind of like almost like pull her onto the table so she's up out the way.
Yeah.
So if she's obviously willing, he's going to pull her up onto the table.
Roll persuasion then. Let's see how winning you are.
21.
Yeah, you're pretty winning. So you flash her the ace smile, and she just grabs hold of your hand.
So he's going to pull her up onto the table. On that note, he's going to wink. He's going to jump. He's going to swing his loot round. He's going to jump up into the air and almost try and jump off the table and land here. But it's going to be like a full-on, like almost like a guitarist jump in the air, like he's got his knees up, everything, like just about to strum down as he lands. As he's going to cast Thunderwave
early in the morning.
So as he lands here, he's got a 15-foot cube that he can cast it in.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be all of them.
None of us.
So they all need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. So I'll go left to right.
Trout on the back.
Constitution saving throw. We've got 10.
Fail.
19.
Passes.
14.
Passes.
Oh, so 2 pass, 1 fail.
But is there not 3 involved? Wait, is there not? Is there 4? There should be 4 of them. Because it should be. What's his face? I don't know whether all of these here. Because you said 2 pass, 1 fail.
Yeah, these 3. You've got a cube.
Yeah, but it's 50. It says 15-foot cube, which should be.
So, a 15-foot cube from you is kind of. To be honest, I was being relatively generous, allowing you this one.
Okay.
If you angled a cube like this, hold on, let me draw it. This could be bad. So cube, 15-foot cube. That's 2.
Bring it.
Or if you hold up, 15-foot cube. What I was thinking is you'd cast it from here, a 15-foot cube. But you're definitely not going to be able to get that lad and this lad in.
No, that's fine. I'll just take these guys then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think they take half if they're on a successful anyway. And they're
Right.
not pushed back, but the others, the one that failed, is going to get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
That was trash. They only take 3 points of damage.
Again.
Okay.
And then one gets to get cast back.
Yeah. So this guy, the first one failed. He gets thrown 10 back.
Yeah, it goes 10 feet back.
So he flies into this other room. Let me just open that up for you so you can see it. And hits these chairs. These two lads, they only take 1 damage, don't they? That's so unlucky, Jake. And they don't move. So that takes us to Mephiston's turn. Oh, no. Did you want anything else, Jake? Sorry.
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Okay, Mephiston's turn.
I'll cast Hex on Lazy Eye as
Okay.
my bonus action.
Hex. So what was his ability stat that your... Ability stat, you know what I mean?
Dex. Can I choose Dex?
On Dex. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it's not saving throw, but it is ability check, but yeah.
So I've now hexed him with my bonus action, and then I'm going to throw an Eldritch Blast at him, if that's okay.
Okay, you're in melee range, so it will be at disadvantage because this lad's next to you.
Oh, okay. Might as well give it a go.
Yeah.
14.
No, same, because that's what Nuzzgrond rolls. Just to... He dodges out of the way. Nothing he can do about your hex. Any movement, anything else?
Sweaty bell end, that's what he is.
No, there's nothing more I can do, really.
A glistening wank shaft, that's what I'm going to call it.
So there's a big pile on Nuzzgrond now. Another scimitar coming to Nuzzgrond, rolls a natural 1, misses. Let's go further down the line. So it's the guy. Was he knocked prone, Jake, when he gets thrown back, or is he just thrown 10?
No, I think he's just knocked back 10 feet.
Okay, so he's gonna stand up and charge towards Ace. Swings with his scimitar. Rolls a natural 1.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. Next pirate.
Hoira.
Yeah. Well, they were given instructions to take Nuzzgrond round, so he's gonna go into a flanking position. Rolls with advantage to attack. Nuzzy rolls 22.
No, that's a hit, I'm afraid.
4 points of slashing.
Yep.
So this is a pirate that's already been injured. He's going to go in for Nuzzgrond, despite being... In fact, no, he's going to go... Yeah, he's got a choice. I'm going to roll D4. 3. No, that's Nuzzgrond.
Do I get an opportunity to attack off him then? Because he's within 5 feet of me.
He's not gone out with you 5 feet.
Oh,
he's being quite canny. He's still dodging round.
I think he's a nipple.
16 to hit Nuzzgrond.
Yes.
That's another 4 points of damage, reduced to 2. The last one then is he'd have to. He can't get round, so that's going to be against Ace. Rolls a natural 1.
Yes.
Right, Josh, Kuraz's turn. Come on.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like looking around, like a little bit hesitant to fight, but I'm seeing everyone else get kind of like battered and bruised, and I know that they ain't playing around. They've come to do some damage, and so I'm going to kind of pull out my mace, which kind of like almost looks like this like big like bell on the end of kind of this long handle.
It has a bell
end. It has a bell end. Some might say, yeah, it's pretty big too. And I'm going to cast Searing Smite with my bonus action. So I'm kind of going to wave my hand over the bell end, and it'll kind of glow with heat. Spell slot. Yep. And then I'm going to make a melee attack against this pirate right next to me. Is it just a case of just make the attack in D&D Beyond?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most, other than initiative, all dice rolls we do in D&D Beyond.
Okay, perfect.
It's just the cheapest way I can get to play D&D, Josh.
yeah. No, not a problem. So 1d6 plus 3 for the mace, and then an extra d6 of fire damage for.
Hold up, roll to hit first, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't want to get too excited with your fire damage.
I know, going crazy. I just rolled a flat d20.
Yeah, there'll be a thing that'll say hit/DC in one of the columns, plus number. If you're on actions, if you go to your actions tab.
Yeah, I'm on the actions tab. Whereabouts was it? Sorry.
It would be. He said there'll be actions, attacks per action, and there should be a list of things that you've equipped.
Oh
and
yeah.
it should be there, and it should have a
plus 5 to hit.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I see
like
it.
that, and it rolls it with the
a 14 to hit.
Well, what we'll do is we'll take your 10. Plus 5 is 15, which is exactly what you need to. Oh, actually, these aren't as dexterous, so you would have hit him anyway. So you've hit this pirate to the north of you, just there.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah,
really hard in the face.
That hits. I'll give you the choice of rolling your mace damage again, if you wish, or you can stick with the 7.
I'll roll it again.
Okay.
Which is 8 plus the d6 for fire damage.
Fire damage.
11 for 11 damage.
Sweet.
Nice.
Quick question: Are you concentrating on Searing Smite?
Yes, it's concentration.
Right. So what I do, because I always forget, concentration is this blue dot. So if you're concentrating on something, your token will have a blue dot. So just try and remember if I hit you. 11, however, is enough to kill him outright. How does he die?
Nice. I would kind of bring my mace like down on top of his head, and then it's almost like a delayed response, like the Searing Smite then like follows, and it's like this. So you kind of hear like the ringing of this bell like off his head, and then straight after this kind of fiery explosion just then like erupts from his head.
Nice.
And I like to think they would just kind of like pop his head off.
Nice.
Well, it does now.
Hell yeah.
It would have been his turn next, but you've just murdered him. So
Excellent.
we'll take him out, which takes us
I rebel.
Welcome to the group, Josh.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
So Tarina, she's going to jump down from the table, have it, and you can see she's a bit. What the fucking hell am I doing up with that fucking charming cunt? She's going to jump down here and flank this pirate with Mephiston. She's going to make an attack with her scimitar. She rolls well and scores a stinging hit against this pirate here. As he starts to scream, she's on me, leave that big cunt alone. And there's a lot of C words, I seem to be. It's southern. I can't do a Cockney accent without breaking out. I can't. So, Grizz, you're last on the initiative order.
Okay, so as a bonus action, he is going. This is kind of like the soft. Those kind of bass effects you get in films.
Yeah.
That happens, and his form is going to change. So all of the detail of Minotaur disappears, and it's just black, except for you see the constellations of the star throughout this kind of Minotaur silhouette. But the rest of him is just gone. It's just like this kind of shape of Grizz, but that's all that's left.
Made of stars.
Made of stars, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, and then where his chest was, there's a really bright constellation in the shape of a chalice.
Cool as fuck.
And then he's going to move up to. Oh, apparently I can't move. Oh, my map tools is frozen. Map tools, no.
It's your moment. Tom.
Moving him too quickly. You know he doesn't like talking or doing anything.
I tell you what, dude. Reload it. I'm just going to nip for a burst myself, and then hopefully you'll be ready by the time.
All right.
Oh no, I'm not on the wrong. I'm not on the right one.
Oh, I've got Pringles in the other room. I'll be back.
I'm gonna ask Mark for a Pringle to see if he offers me one through the camera. That's the plan.
What we should do is what Dave's having a leak. Like orchestrate one of the words with Mark.
No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's bribeable. You see, that's the problem. Although Dave winning that game is a little questionable, but
Not only that, Harper, these bad boys are Bluetooth.
Mark, can I have one of those, mate?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's just reloading now, but I'm still on a black screen, mate. I'm back. Okay. No, it won't let me interact with it at all.
Okay, 1 second. You're in as Drage the Younger. Drage the Younger. Connected.
Oh, hang on. Is it because I've got the wrong cursor on? That's why. I haven't got the clicky one. I was on the draw tool.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you've spectacularly turned into like an astral form of yourself at level 2. That sounds boss.
Yeah. And then he's going to reach out and touch Nuzzgrond on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, what a guy!
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're going to get 4 from the spell, and then because of the form that I'm in, I can read it to you. Read you the exact wording. Where are we? Story form. Features and traits. I was just reading it as well, and it's disappeared. So, Chalice there. When you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain 1d8 plus 3 hit points.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm also going to give that to Nuzzgrond, if that's all right.
So it was 4. It's certainly good for me.
So
I got 4 from the first
It's
one.
another 3 Cure Wounds on top of that.
That's awesome.
And I can do that so I could use Healing Word and you'd still get the d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, roll it again then.
So it's a total of 10.
Level 11.
11.
Level 11 healing.
Fantastic. Cheers, dude. That's well good.
So that's bonus action, move, and action. Is that done?
Yep. That's everything.
You know. Okay, that takes us to Nuzzgrond. So you feel this divine. Is it actually? It's nature energy with you.
Nature magic. Yeah.
Yeah. Primal. Yeah. Okay, Nuzzy's up. Round 2.
Right. Reckless attack against Cocknose.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Or Deadcock.
So your job, Mark, is to
Baby
remind
cock.
me when I'm attacking you to roll with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. $23.
23 is going to hit. You might be surprised to hear.
Here comes damage. +2. So that's 8.
Sure. Oh, of course. Yeah. 8 damage. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Righto. So pirate time. First one, top right. He's going to roll with advantage to hit you, then, dude.
Yep.
Rolls 20.
Yep.
3 damage. That takes us to Deadeye. He's going to go ballistic at you now, mate. First attack against Nuzzgrond, 13.
Well.
18.
Yep.
7 damage. It's always round down, yeah. And the dagger is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, it's only rolled 4 damage for that.
2.
Reduced 2. That's his turn. Right, this guy has got a choice of 2. But Deadeye is going to say, "Kill that one! He's got something on me." He's going to attack Mephiston. It's a crit. No.
Yeah.
25 to hit, so that's 10 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Yeah. That's Ace's turn.
So Ace is going to look down at his guitar and think, look down at his lute, and he's going to be like, this didn't have the desired effect last time, and he's going to like shred a quick like few chords on there, and then he's going to like hammer down on it again, and he's going to cast Thunderwave again.
Okay.
Right there, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, but it's 15-foot cube in front of me. It's from me.
I'm joking.
So
Give
that
you a chance getting back for all the slow talking, that was all.
Constitution saving throws, please.
Yeah, it's all the same 3 again. Yeah.
Yeah, the same 3 again.
Yeah. So what I've got this down as in terms of the sort of shape, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 Constitution saving throws, left to right. 11.
Fails. Fails.
Whoa.
Woo!
Let's do this. Come on. Let's have some reasonable damage from you this time, you little shit. That's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
You wanker. And they've all get knocked 10 feet back there.
Yeah.
And oh, sorry.
No. All I'm going to say, that's an interesting proposition for this guy, because what I'm going to say is I'm going to give him a dexterity saving throw, which you can roll for me, because obviously you can't see my roll. So just roll a d20.
A 2.
Brilliant. So he clambers over the rail. There's nothing he can grab hold of. I was going to give him a dex save to stop himself from falling. So you can roll an extra d6 damage as he falls 10 feet down the stairs as well. These lads are just forced to the. So it's from
that's
you.
4 points of damage.
Right, okay. That actually kills him, believe it or not. He was on the floor. So it's not very often I get to specify how something dies. So would you mind if I take this from you? And he just...
Of course you can.
As he tries to grab on, he grabs hold of it and he thinks, "Oh, I've got this can." And then as the feedback from your loot hits him, it throws him back further, and he lands on his head and breaks his neck.
I see this and find it immensely funny.
So anything else from Ace?
I don't think I have any other bonus. The only thing I can do if really throw as a bonus action is a bardic inspiration, and I shall give it to my good friend Nuzzgrond.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna after I've just like slammed it, I'm gonna carry on like with some rhythm, and I'm gonna be like nuzzy.
Brilliant. Any movement, Jake?
Yeah, I might just dip back to the back on top of the table.
Back on your stage. That takes us to Mephiston. So you've still got your hex up. You're now flanking this guy, if that makes any difference to you.
The pirate next to me, I'm going to have a go at him because he hit me. So I'm going to hit him back with my. Actually, I'm going to hit him with booming blade.
So that sounds reasonable, mate. Roll to hit.
15.
Yeah, go on, lad. Roll your damage.
8.
How does that one die?
So as he basically swipes me, Mephiston kind of steps back and he almost Slow looks up, and you can see that kind of demon silhouette from him again with the eyes, and you can see the pirate like proper cracking himself, and he just stabs him straight through the eye with his sword.
Nice, simple. So that's still bonus and movement if you've got anything you can do.
Never Billy Butchers. I've not really got anything else I can do other than might be worth me probably like moving to here or so, just a further back.
Yeah, get your line of sight to Deadeye. That sounds reasonable. That's going to take us to a pirate that hasn't been injured yet. So, so they can see. Which one was it? Was that one? So that's a few of the pirates have gone down now. The damage that they've inflicted on you has been healed. So Deadeye is going to change tack, and he's going to. Let me just have a look. What's his intelligence? He knows what he's about pretty much. So he's going to suggest to this lad, he's going to order this lad to attack. He'll say, attack this star fucker. So, Mark, Nuzzy's going to get an opportunity attack against this lad as he's not going to disengage. He's just going to move.
Right, here we go. MFI's biggest sale of the year. Hang on, let me just see if I can see. I'm just going to check something. Oh God, that's not it. Features and traits. See what you think to this, Dave. For rules things, when you make your first attack, you may decide to attack recklessly, giving you an advantage on melee weapon attacks using strength during this turn. But attacks against you have advantage until your next turn.
Sounds like advantage to me, mate, because it's still this turn.
Right. Here we go. MFI's biggest sale of the year.
Yeah, and I'd forgotten about that as well. I might have disengaged if.
Sure. No, to hit.
And you've got inspiration if you need it, Mark.
Wicked. Yeah, I'm gonna need. Oh no,
you're not going to need it. No, because he's rank and file. Yeah, you've hit him.
Damage is.
Well, that'll be just as he steps away, really, won't it? Yeah. Strictly speaking, he's actually stepping away from you as well, Josh, isn't he?
I thought he wasn't. I don't think he was that close to me. I thought he started.
Yeah.
So that's 10. That's 12 damage.
Right. How does he die?
It would have been the butt of the glaive as I saw him sloping off. So I just sort of smashed. It's got a spike on the butt, so I just slammed it backwards, and it's just got him straight in the Adam's apple, and he's just a gurgling mess.
Nice. Yeah. Down on his knees.
Yeah.
Smash. Right. Thanks for turning up. Takes us to this pirate who picks himself up. But he hears the call and he's going to charge towards Grismore, which is going to be a scimitar attack. It's 21 to hit Grismore.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, that's 6 points of slashing damage.
Righto.
This pirate here is now flanking. Oh, I could have given him an advantage, but I didn't. This one I will, however. 16 to hit Grismore.
Hits.
That's 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That pirate's dead. Let me start removing some of these from the tracker.
I like beans myself.
Cheesy beans.
Oh, I do like cheesy beans.
I like cheesy beans.
You know what I do sometimes? Right? Instead of having cheesy beans...
Listen, mate, what you do in the privacy of your own... Oh, right, sorry.
Sometimes, rather than having beans on toast and then putting cheese on, sometimes what I do is make cheese on toast and then put beans on.
My guilty pleasure, if I've been on a night shift and if I come home and Sue says, "What do you want for tea?" and and I'm just feeling lazy, cheese on toast with beans and sausages and a fried egg on top.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
That sounds like a night shift meal.
Yeah. Enjoy it. Anyway, where were we? So this one's going to charge in and try and slap the druid. So this is a normal attack. It's 11 to hit you, Tom.
That's mess, mate.
Yeah,
It's
tab.
like a game you'd play at a really fucked up kid's birthday party. Slap the druid.
Your turn, Josh.
So I am also going to play slap the. No, I am going to run in, take a step forward, and with Searing Smite still on my mace, I'm just going to take another swing at this pirate that's just attacked at Grismore.
Yeah, you can have advantage
flanking?
with this
Yes,
if you want.
I do want.
But I have these.
Is there like a button for that, or should I just roll twice in D&D Beyond?
Well, are you using a computer or your phone, or
My phone.
hold it down, the attack button. and
Oh
it'll
yeah,
give you-
advantage.
Yeah,
Perfect. Roll them. 15.
15
Hit.
hits.
Excellent. So 1d6 plus 3, 7 plus a cheeky little d6. Just
Wow.
8
Oh.
damage.
Ooh, that's a shame. Yeah, doesn't kill. It's a
Sorry,
solid
fellas.
hit.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Trina's turn. She's going to stand next to Mephiston. All she's gonna do is from underneath the table, you can see where she was sat. She'd got secured her crossbow, so she's going to retrieve it, step back, cock, load. Was for effect because I said cock. No one's leapt onto it now.
Got mouthful of food, I couldn't.
You got a mouthful of what?
She can pull on my.
It was what he was eating was very phallic shape, actually. So yeah.
She
Yeah, I've been sharing my dick cheese now for many years.
Oh god.
I feel I'm partially responsible for that exchange. So Tarina is going to loose the bolt and too slow, motherfucker. That was actually quite a good picture. Can I put it back? No, I can't. Sorry. Was that you?
It wasn't me, no. It was far too good for me.
Yeah, I thought it was Jake. And also, I suddenly realised looking at you, my screen saying, "Was that you?"
I was just quick on the draw.
Speaking of which, Tarina's going to shoot this fella right through the throat, as he similarly to the one that Nuzzgrond destroyed, which takes us to Grismore's turn.
Come on, lad.
Okay, so the kind of lights in Grismore's chest are going to kind of change. They're going to move and move into the shape of a bow and arrow, which is going to cost me another use of my wild shape. And when I change this form, I can immediately make a ranged attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
So the kind of bolt of radiant energy is going to leap from his hand. And he's going to go for the guy that's in between him and Kuraz.
Okay. So a ranged attack is going to be rolled with a disadvantage.
Yep, I didn't click disadvantage, so I'll roll another one. So 17 is lowest.
Still hits, mate.
So he's going to take 9 points of radiant damage.
In the face.
Hell yeah.
How does he die?
Yes, another one down.
So I think as his bolt kind of forms in his hand, his form emits 10 feet of bright light. So that light's going to dim. And the light's going to shoot through his hand, go through this guy, and just leave this massive hole in his chest.
Whoa, nice.
Nice.
So
And that's my bonus action.
okay, yeah.
When I get the form, I can make one of these attacks when I do it.
I'm gonna lean forward and just say to Gris, that was so metal.
So then, as an action, I'm going to cast a guiding bolt on Deadeye.
Okay, so that's a disadvantage again.
Am I within 5 feet of him, or is it because I've got someone next to me?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, of course. I've done it again. Same thing. Just click twice and see what happens. 13.
13 isn't enough to hit Deadeye. And this is a simple case. As he's fighting furiously against Nuzzgrond, it's just a you fucking radiant mother. That takes us to the top of the round. Nuzzy, you're up again.
right. Going in for Deadeye again. Reckless.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Here we go.
Come on, Mark.
Having Mark 1.
No. Oh no, that's enough with my
16
pluses.
hits. Yeah.
Here we go. 11 damage.
13.
Plus 2. Yeah, 13.
Yeah. The blows are coming in. You can tell this guy's experienced. You know, he's getting all these everything thrown at him, and he's still fighting. He's not. He's nowhere near wanting to give up yet either. His second fella, Deadeye will say, no, concentrate on this big cunt. He's going to swing towards Nuzzy with advantage.
Yeah,
that's a crit. 23.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 7.
That was 3 damage. There we go.
Yeah, it's Deadeye's turn though, so he gets 3 attacks at advantage. 12.
Nope.
23.
Yep.
5 damage.
That's 2.
14.
Nope, missed.
Ooh, is this the
15,
turn?
15.
Okay. I can't do anything else. Ace, you're up.
Oh, come on.
You know when he's been hexed, he's got a wisdom. He's got a saving throw. He's got disadvantage on saving throws.
No, it's ability checks and it's dexterity, so it's not saving throws.
All right. Ace is gonna he's gonna keep playing his guitar at the top. Keep playing his lute at the top whilst he pulls a dagger from his boot. And then he's gonna hurl his dagger straight at the pirate that's dead in front of him.
This fella, yeah.
That guy there.
Go for it.
That's a 18 to hit.
Hits damage.
For 5 points of piercing damage.
How does the dagger take him down?
It's just going to go straight through his eye, and Ace is going to look at Deadeye and be like, "Lazy Eye, that's going to be you."
Okay. Anything else from you?
I think that's pretty much everything. To be fair, I don't think I've got anything else as bonus action.
Okay, Lewis, you are free and clear. There's 2 assailants left.
Freedom. Now then. I'm going to cast Sleep.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and angle it so I can hit the remaining 2 guys. Is it 15? No, 20 foot.
20 foot. Right.
and it's starting with a creature that has the lowest current hit points as well.
Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do...
Trying to figure out if I...
20 feet. Yeah, okay. So
I mean,
if I give...
I'm intentionally aiming for those guys, aren't I?
Yeah. So regardless of where you put this in the room, so this is your 20 feet.
Yeah. But it's still going to be going off hit points as well, isn't it? So it's going to be the lowest hit point person furthest.
It is going to be the lowest hit point person first, yeah.
Cool. Where's me? Sorry, the things. Fine. 5d8, isn't it, if I remember right off the top of my head?
Yeah. Is it, so we're happy with this placement?
Yeah.
That's kind of the best that you can do, really, if I centre it.
Yeah.
So 5d8.
22.
22. Interesting. Where's my pencil? So, Mark, how many hit points has Nuzzgrond got left?
16.
Curaz is going to be on full hit points. What's your full hit points, Josh?
20.
So 11 is Nuz. 20 for Curaz. And Tom?
7.
Right. So
can I make an argument, Dave?
Yeah.
That covers less than half of my token. So could I make an argument to say that I wouldn't be in that? It's worth it. I mean, it's worth a shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
if you don't have to,
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to push my view right now.
I can see it on the Switch channel. Yeah, I'd argue that's less than half my token.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So my left.
It is in your token.
Worth a try.
Yeah. So the Minotaur falls asleep.
Oh.
And so does the
Minotaur form.
Say again, sorry.
And returns to his Minotaur form. So
yeah. And so does this fella here. So that's which conditions is it? It's unconscious and prone.
Yeah, having a little sweepy.
Yeah. Method in my madness thing, so I'm wondering if he'll kind of turn away from him then, because he's been put to sleep and he's not a threat, and his other guys have gone down. So that's my thinking.
Yeah, he's not going to be. Well, you've taken out the only other thing, so there's only the chief to go.
Yeah, and that's pretty much everything I can do.
Yeah. No, I'd yeah.
That was relatively good going.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. So Josh Curas's turn.
Excellent. I think I'd like to, after Ace's taunting at Deadeye, I think I'd like to kind of turn around and step on the table next to Ace, and I'm also going to kind of like shout out to Deadeye, and I'll just call him and go, "Oh, lazy eye," and kind of be looking at him, trying to see if he'll like look back at me.
So that's some kind of charisma check, isn't it? Let's you choose. You choose, Josh.
I mean, I guess it doesn't make a huge. I'll go intimidation.
Okay.
So, that's a 3.
Yeah, I was going to give him. No, I'm not going to give him a roll. He doesn't pay any attention to you.
Okay. In that case, in him kind of ignoring me, I'll just kind of like mutter under my breath and like shake my head, and then I'm just gonna like swing my mace like through the air, and while I do so, I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Okay.
On his
So
face.
I guess kind of one of those awkward moments where to everyone else, like I'm just swinging, swinging a big mace, but to him, he is this loud, like crashing bell.
Mm-hmm.
Toll the Dead. So I need a Wisdom save.
8.
Saving throw 8 would fail. So then I roll 1d12 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Boop, 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 and it's a 4.
Oh,
great.
okay. Yeah. Okay. So this sort of bell. This bell appears and takes him, sort of washes through him. I mean, you can tell it sort of drains him slightly as it passes through, but he's still up and running. He now says, you can hear him say, "I was listening, you shower of shits. They tell you, Tarina, that he led me to you. The soft bastards." So she's going to be. I'm going to give him a sort of a charisma-ish check. Doesn't roll massively well. But she's going to turn round to you all, and she was going to say, "Is this true? Is it you led him to me?"
Not on purpose.
Look, darling, I can explain.
I'll turn as well and be like, it may be our mess, but at least we're cleaning it up.
Nice. So she rolled worse than the Deadeye, so she's sort of wasting her turn in exasperation to find out that you have actually led them to your door. So we're going to skip over her turn, which takes us to Grizz. You know what she'll do? She'll move forwards and kick Grizz in the horns.
Wake up. Yeah. What? Hey?
So she'll say, "You, oh, I never should have trusted you," but she's doing it sort of relatively light-heartedly, and she'll wake Grismore up. So you're still prone, however. Your turn then, Tom.
And it's half my movement stand up, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm not within 5 feet of.
No, you're not.
So I'm going to get up. I'm going to move to the back wall.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to throw another guiding bolt at Deadeye.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you hit with it? No, you missed with the guiding bolt, didn't you?
Yeah.
Missed the first time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll to hit.
Missed again. That's an 8. That's my 2 free uses of that gone.
You get 2 free uses of guiding bolt. What kind of spec have you gone for?
Circle Star thing.
No.
Circle of the Star.
Yeah.
That's nails. Okay. I call shenanigans.
from, Tom?
Starboy.
I don't know
where
what
the
book
fuck is
it's
Starboy?
from, but if you go on the Druid class, it is there.
Oh, sick.
Nuzzgrond.
Right. Rocket Reckless. Here we go.
Who are you hitting?
There's one lad who's asleep, so I'm going to hit the big lad.
Okay.
It's in Tasha's.
I'll have to
Good
read
old
up on that.
Tasha.
Good old Tash.
So damage. Yes. 15.
15. He's still quite healthy. Anything else, Mark?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Fellow my lad's asleep, so Lado, one of his attacks, he's going to slap his mate. So he's still prone. But it will be 2 further attacks, so it's going to be 2 scimitar attacks against Luzzy.
Yeah.
11.
With advantage. No.
Yeah. 19 hits, 5 damage.
Yeah. 2.
Okay.
I'm just
We're
going to
winding
grin
this
at him
up.
even more.
Yeah. Ace's turn.
So Ace is gonna dive off the table. He's gonna knee slide
Oh,
here, and then he's gonna point at Lazy Eye, and he's gonna be like, "You lazy-eyed motherfucker!" as he casts Thunderwave again. So I need con save from him and his boy behind.
Okay.
him and his boyfriend. Yeah.
Right, I'll do his boyfriend first. His boyfriend rolls 4. Con save. No, he doesn't get a bonus on that. 16.
Oh, fucking prick! He saved it.
Yeah.
So he's not his man behind him is not back 10 feet, but
Yeah.
2d8 worth of damage. Oh, 6 points of damage.
So half for him.
So he's got So he
Okay.
takes 3 points. He takes 6, and he's not back 10 feet.
Yeah. So as you slide in, power slide, you can see now that his dead eye is pointing towards you, but he swivels. He does the whole thing where his good eye looks at you first, and then his face turns, and he's coming at Ace next turn.
So Ace is going to look down at his loot, and it's going to be like, "Come on!" Like it's letting him down.
Okay.
As he kind of like gets back up to his feet.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Mephiston's turn.
I will bonus action Hexblade's Curse on Lazy Eye.
Okay. Double bubble.
And I'll try and throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Woo!
This could be immense then. So that's double all dice. So double hex, double your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. So double my Eldritch Blast. 15. It's a D6, isn't it, for X?
Yeah.
So 2d6.
2D6. Oh, 2.
Oh.
And doesn't something else happen because of Hexblade's
Got it.
Curse? Oh, I get an extra 2 damage because of Hexblade's Curse.
So making it a total of 19.
Hang on, let me just double check that because there's something else. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get an extra 2 damage, yeah.
So close, mate. So close, dude. Well, talk us through that then. You've not killed him, but even so, it was a critical hit, and it.
He's probably not enjoyed it.
So yeah, he's basically conjured it and like just gone like that with his sword at him, pointed at him. You can almost see like this green flame like bomb round him like a bit of a mist. So while he's looking at that, an Eldritch Blast comes flying out of nowhere and just
Right,
almost
nice.
ignites the mist.
Okay. Which takes us to Kioraz.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump down and try and do a bit of cleaning up after that big hit to Lazy Eye. So I'm gonna run up to his pirate boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm
Give him some
gonna
fist, literally.
and I'm gonna give him some bell end.
All over his face.
That's it.
All over his face. So
That's
Rack him in the face with your bell end.
I think that was
great.
a nat
We need
20.
a battle chant, don't we? We need to say time for a fisting.
Time for a fisting. And I rolled a nat 20 to hit.
you did. You would have had a well. In fact, he's prone, so it's advantage to hit. What's the point? Because you've already got your natural 20. So roll your damage, Josh.
Excellent. So 2d6 plus 3 is 9, and then plus the extra d6 for
Extra 2d6.
2d6. Let's go for Searing Smite. And that's plus
Yes!
11
I think
for
that's
a
the end
total
of him.
of 20 damage. So, yeah.
Go on.
I just kind of run up and this time kind of almost do like an upswing, trying to like smash his head like back into the wall, and like again like the bell kind of like connects. You hear this ring, and then it's like followed by this like sharp explosion that almost just like smashes his head back against the wall.
And he has no head left.
And he got no head.
No head.
So
Can I
no head.
really add something to that? And as you've done that, his false eye rolls out his head.
Hey, we're going to have our own shit.
This is his mate. It's not him. He's not dead. But what I am possibly going to do, I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna possibly do it this time. Is Tarina now? She sees what's happening and she'll say, "You know what, lads? This has been a right good rumble." She levels her crossbow and she's setting herself up for a coup de grace here. Let's see if she hits.
Have it.
Oh no, she missed by 1. She rolled a 14. So she goes, "Oh fuck it, God, Grizz, you do it."
Go on, son.
So Grizz.
You'll never forget the smell of the sweat from under her armpits.
Well, what do you reckon, lad? Do I try and hit him, or do I make him try and save against something? What do you reckon?
Saving throw. You've had no joy with the hitting. I always go for saving throws when I'm.
Yeah.
So I've got him.
So Grizz's eyes are going to go completely black. And a swarm of, and I don't, maybe like, I don't know, mites come up out the floor and start trying to bite Deadeye's ankle. So can you make a con saving throws for me, please?
Constitution.
21.
Oh, Jesus. And any other messianic figure that you care to.
And I can't cast cantrips as a bonus action and then cast a spell as an action, can I? So
Yes.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, in which case I'm just going to throw a guiding bolt at him instead, see if that finishes him off instead.
Okay. Right, it's a normal hit then.
That's a 20 to hit.
Right, roll your damage of a guiding bolt, which is a ludicrous amount of dice for a first level spell. And you get 2 for free.
Yep.
Well, they do say third time lucky, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah. You're
right. How does he die
then? So I think similarly, guiding bolt looks a little bit like the arrow, but it's a lot bigger. So like the bolt he threw before was smaller. This is probably looks like a small sun in comparison. And he's just going to throw it at him, and he's going to take his head off. So it's, and then the eye, however, will come out and roll loose, hit the floor somewhere back in the corner.
He can call himself Deadhead now.
There you go, Luke. You got your eye roll.
And Ace go pick it up and be like this with it, like.
Yes. As you pick it up, we'll say that you suspect it's worth about 30 gold pieces. It's a pearl worth 30 gold pieces. If you like, we'll style that in there.
It's a good job Minotaur's playing this campaign, because you know what he'd be doing with that eye.
Chasing it around the fucking floor.
So, I mean, life in Baldur's Gate in a Baldur's Gate tavern is, as soon as the scuffle's over, everyone just goes back to playing the dice. Clank, the animated armour.
Start searching the bodies. See if you've got any loose change or anything.
Yeah, I'd like to think that there's no rules for this, but I'd like to think that whatever you loot, whatever you've damaged, goes firstly towards costs for this. Is not going to be much. In fact, you've not really broken anything, have you? Massively. No, the door might be splintered, but anything else you can loot. So you, on all of them, you On Deadeye, you see he's got a gold ring with another white pearl set into it that's worth 125 gold.
Put that to the party treasure.
Yeah, he's got 2 necklaces worth 25 gold each, so that's 50 gold's worth of.
Is somebody writing this down or isn't me?
Yep, I've got it.
Yeah, oh, nice one.
The party treasure.
Yeah.
And each of the pirates, they've got a total of 24 silver pieces between them all.
Kick up the arse.
Yeah.
And we now own his boat. What shall we do?
Just take the keys, white tag on them.
Yeah, we'll
Boats and hose.
take the ship keys, Dave.
Gotta have me
Hose
some
bucket.
boats and hose. Insert them into the Santa Maria.
We can be on a boat, motherfucker. Yeah.
May I suggest that we give maybe one of the necklaces to Rena as an apology for bringing this down on her?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Ace is going to walk over there and he's going to be like, "Come on, fellas, let me do it."
Yeah.
Yeah, Grizzle, not so subtly because he's a fucking big bastard, but he's going to try and subtly put it in your hand. He's not dexterous and he's not subtle at all, but he does his best. He tries, bless him.
Okay, so I'll tell you what then, just to see if because she's quite canny. I'm going to give her an insight check. I'm going to give her a perception check compared to your sleight of hand.
Okay.
Oh.
She only rolls 10.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah. So all she says is she's sort of picked up on this. You don't notice that she's actually moved to the side of you as Ace is going, give it, I'll give it to her. She'll say, "No, you fucking won't. Give it here now. I'm not talking to this cat anymore." And she'll say, "Right, you want the information, you can have the information, but keep that cunt silent." I'm getting into it now.
He'll stay quiet, but he'll wink at her.
She'll talk.
His hand just appears in front of his face and he just like.
She'll say, "Right, what you need to know. The only information I've got for you is there's a I need to try and read this in me Cockney accent. There's a bath there that I've heard of where the dead free cultists have been seen coming and going. You'll know it. It's there's frolicking nymphs on the outside. It's and she sort of she describes where it is, and you know exactly where it is." I told you, keep him fucking cool. And she will also say that my contacts have told me people go in there and they've seen the same people 8 streets over. I suspect there's something going on underneath it. So that is a bathhouse further into the city, a walled garden with frolicking nymphs carved into the front gates, and you know the direction to it. She will say it's, from my understanding, it's business hours only. It's normally closed at night. Catch my meaning?
Yeah.
No, I sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Well, fuck, he's sped up. And she'll say, "Well, if you haven't got any other business, I've got some dice to play, unless you wish to play some more dice, gentlemen." Chatted.
I'm gonna go and have a sit down. I feel like a sit down after that.
If you continue to mess with the bull, you're going to get the horns.
It's even worse when you know it's coming from like 2 minutes away. It's so if you're happy then, chaps, I mean, it's gone past our normal finishing time, so I'm quite happy to finish the session there if you're okay. So what? I'm going to assume for you that your plan wouldn't be to set off there now.
No.
So go back, recoup back to the barracks, recuperate, see who's available for next session when we potentially can.
I mean, Ace is very much of the opinion that he's still got the last quarter of his show to play, so...
Yeah, definitely going back to the pub, finish the set, even though I'm looking...
In which case, should we have a last roll of the night is the second half performance? Let's roll it then.
Let's do it. I've still got the inspiration, so this might be it.
I'm going to give myself guidance if that's all right.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, I'm using my D6.
10.
Oh, it's still...
It's better though, Luke.
Oh.
Another nat
D4 is
20.
better.
I get 9. I'm off form. I did take a few blows to the head. That might have something to do with it.
So you're Jake.
I know, I let everybody down.
You let yourself down badly. So
Yeah, but Ace doesn't think he let anybody down. Ace fully thinks that he's playing his best.
Like Dave Lister thinks he's a great guitarist.
So there's no tip this time. There's nothing else happening. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So if you're happy, we'll pick this up next time.
Yeah, that was